channel. I'm Leah Renee, and this is Drab to Fab Lifestyle, where we transform our lives from drab to fab. This video, as the title says, is about how I traveled to Mexico City for a set of 20 veneers. Now, this particular Manifestation Mondays particularly speaks to me because if you know me, you know I have literally been trying to manifest this for a couple years now. The universe obviously saw fit that it happened now. So if you would like to find out the specs and a little bit more about my trip and the cost and just everything that went along with my veneers, stay tuned and catch this video after the intro. Let's get to the tea. So one might ask yourself, why did I get veneers? So I got veneers because, as you guys know, I worked very closely with the entertainment industry when I lived in Atlanta, a little bit in LA, and now that I'm getting back into the industry via YouTube, I thought it was very, very important, that I get veneers just because I wanted a very nice Hollywood smile. I had gums that were, I'm sure you're going to look at these pictures here pretty soon, but I had gums that were oversized. And I just was not happy with how it was filming on camera, how it was taking pictures. I just would rarely smile. Obviously I would smile because I'm just a happy person, but it would not be intentionally like now I'm walking around and I'm literally just like smiling at people whenever I don't have my mask on, obviously. So it was really something that I wanted very, very badly. Now, when I was in high school, I did have braces, and the braces fit a lot of things that were going on in my mouth. However, it was still not that Hollywood smile that I desired. So that is pretty much why I got the veneers. I've been wanting it for, I want to say, at least 2-3 years, or even beyond that, because I wanted them while I was in Atlanta, but I hadn't found a dentist, and I have been researching and researching. I had almost found a dentist here, and then the price point, it was steep in my opinion. Here in the States, it's about $1,000 per tooth, and I just was like, you know, let's wait until the opportunity presents itself. So long story short, I was basically just like researching, and finally I came across my particular dentist in Mexico City, and my good girlfriend, my roommate, we were actually going to be traveling to Cancun for her birthday. So it was like a light literally went off my head and was like, you should look for dentists. So I started looking, and I came across Dr. Manuel Perfer. I hope I'm saying his name right, but I'm going to put it on the screen obviously as well. And his cost was dramatically different. Now, what I did was I got the gums cut down, and then I got the veneers, the set of 20. Now, many times here in the States, people don't even have the opportunity to get the top and the bottom just because it is so steep. So, without further ado, how much were my veneers? $2,000. Yes, that's right, $2,000. Now, that includes the gum cut down. So, if I did not get the gum cut down, it would be still less than that. And I thought that that was really amazing. Now, the type of veneers that I obtained were the composite or the resin mix. So porcelain veneers are the ones that I was speaking about previously, about the 1K here in the state. I'm not sure the resin cost because I don't think I really priced that too much, but I believe that it's around the like 700 range per tooth. So these particular veneers, they last for about 5 years. And I'm okay with that because, you know, when it comes to cosmetic surgery, all of it, or any cosmetic work, all of it, you're going to have to go and get maintenance. Just like your vehicle or your home, it's going to need maintenance, okay? So 2,000 for 20 teeth, yes, I'll take that. So things I did to visualize this particular thing was, these veneers was, obviously I'm a big scripter. Like, I am a scripter, okay? I write every morning and I write in the evening time. Also, I incorporated that I incorporated it in my affirmations. Hey, I'm going to be getting my veneers very soon, very soon, very, very, very soon. I also put them on my vision board. Now, this particular vision board, this third quarter, baby, God is doing some amazing things, okay? And this past quarter, I just was like marking off things, and then it finally came time to get my veneers, and I couldn't even be more happier. You know, it's just, it's very, very mind-blowing, the concept of visualization, the concept of the law of attraction. I just knew that I deserved a great smile. So essentially, you know, I prayed on it consistently, okay? Consistently. So that's pretty much how I manifested. Writing, when you write things down, it makes it plain. And for some reason, you know, when you write it down, it comes to fruition so quickly. And when you see images, you know, through your vision board, especially if you look at your vision board every day, it's like your vessel is preparing for it to come into your life. Okay? So with that being said, how did the whole trip go? So first and foremost, I flew into Mexico City. Now, I did take my dog. He's so precious. Oh, my baby. And we actually booked an Airbnb. Now, this Airbnb was awesome. It was about $50 per night, which is very, very inexpensive. It was in the downtown area, very nice and safe. The host helped me with my bags. It was in a condominium, and it was a really nice experience. So from there, I ended up going to the dentist's office. Now, I love this dentist's office, and the reason why is because his assistant, oh my gosh, she was so helpful. When I was thinking about coming, she was inquiring if I needed help with finding a hotel, and just literally things that really make you feel comfortable about spending your hard-earned money going to see them. So not only that, when I arrived at the airport, she was there. She picked me up. Mind you, my appointment was not until the next day. So she picked me up, and then I ended up going to the Airbnb, and then the next morning she sent me an Uber, and that was to the dentist's office. So from the dentist's office, first appointment, I actually got the gums cut down, and they did the impressions of my teeth. Now, they do a mold on the top and the bottom, and then they create the veneers over a 10-day period. So from there, I ended up meeting my girlfriend in Cancun. So I'm going to insert a few of our adventures. here in this video so you guys can see all the fun that we had, because we had such a blast. We went to Cancun, and then from Cancun we did a day trip in well, we did a 5-day trip to Tulum, and then we went back to Cancun. So after my vacation time, I ended up flying back to Mexico City. Now the flight from Mexico City to Cancun was about an hour and a half, and it was pretty stressless. I'm not a fan of the Mexico City airport. Just the people are not as kind as in Cancun, because Cancun is a little bit more touristy. So when you're traveling to Mexico City, you have to make sure that you keep your wits about you, because the people are not that helpful. Okay, that's just what it is. They're just not that helpful. So anyway, so when I got back to Mexico City, I ended up going back to the same Airbnb, and we stayed in the Airbnb, and then the next morning I ended up going back to the dentist. Once again, she sent me another Uber, and I ended up going to get the veneers. Now the veneer process, it took about 4.5, it took about 4.5 hours once I got back there. So in terms of payment, when you arrive, you pay for the first part of the service, which was the gums cut down, and then after the veneers are in, you go ahead and pay your remaining balance. It was very seamless. Like I said, they were very, very helpful in terms of trying to help me acclimate with the city and make sure that I was comfortable. Do's and don'ts. This is very important, because he was very specific when he expressed to me the things that I could and could not do once I had my smile in. So after we took the impressions of the finished smile and everything of that nature, he specifically expressed to me that I could not drink coffee, which I don't really do. Tea, because I am an herbal tea person, I have to drink out of a straw and kind of like not put it by the teeth itself, and red wine. Now this one hurts my soul, because if anyone knows me, they know that Pinot Noir is my favorite. However, I cannot drink it anymore. Oh well. I imagine if I put a straw in it too, it could work, but then that would ruin the wine. So no more red wine, okay? And no hard things. Now, I mean, like, you can't bite into an apple, which I don't really do anyway, because I'm just not really a fan of apples. But nothing hard on the teeth, because as I said, they are not porcelain, so they are a little sensitive. And if you do, he made it very clear, you could wake up to a broken tooth, okay? And not necessarily your tooth, but the actual veneer could have broken due to you eating things that do not go well with the veneers, okay? So those are really the big major don'ts, okay? Do's, make sure that you brush your teeth, like, even after everything I eat, I brush my teeth, because they can stain. So in addition to the morning and night, every time you consume something, you should probably brush your teeth. So just keep a toothbrush in your bag. Easy peasy. Okay? What else? Smile. That is a do. Smile all day. Like, just smile all the time, because you deserve it. Like, I promise you, like, having a great smile is like a great welcome to humans. Like, just smile. Like, it shows off your infectious nature. It just makes you happy. Well, it makes me happy, at least, especially nowadays. Another thing is, would I recommend it? Now, I would personally recommend anything that makes you happy. So if Veneers will make you happy, yes, absolutely. I would recommend it to anyone and everywhere. Anyone and everyone, okay? In terms of dental tourism, would I recommend that? I would, if you're trying to cut costs. Overall, I think I probably maybe spent maybe $800 in total outside of hotels and things and flights and things of that nature. I probably spent about $800 over a course of 10 days, and that includes food. I stayed in a all-inclusive resort. That includes food. That includes my souvenirs and everything. So it's not really expensive. Mexico City is fairly inexpensive. Mexico in itself is fairly inexpensive. Tulum itself was a little touristy, pricey, and what I mean by that is it was like Miami prices. Okay, so if you've been to Miami, you know it can get steep out there. Okay, in Tulum. But in Mexico City, it was very inexpensive. In Cancun, it was very inexpensive. And like I said, I did stay in an all-inclusive resort when I was in Cancun. Now, with that being said, that means that all my food was included, spa, everything. And I think that the place that I stayed was the Olio Resort Boutique Resort, excuse me, and it was about $560. And that was for everything, for the I think I stayed there 6 nights, which I thought was a great deal, because if you think about the amount of times you eat, if you think about just going to the pool and just all the extra things, alcohol was all inclusive in that. That was really, really awesome. In terms of my flight and airfare, each way was probably about $150. So from Chicago to Mexico City was about $150. From Mexico City back to Cancun and then vice versa, it was like $50. No lie, it was $50 to fly between those two. So overall, I think that the cost would be about $3,500 in total, including the teeth, including the Airbnbs, including the stay. It was no more than $4,000. Like, really amazing, like literally amazing. Okay, so that was really, really great. What else? I think that's pretty much all that I wanted to share with you guys. I wanted to make sure that I shared the cost with you guys. You cannot use insurance in dental tourism or any cosmetic surgery out the country. I haven't heard of it. So if there are, that is somebody who is, a real big researcher. So yeah, it's something that I have been saving for some time now. And so I thought that I had a long way to go, when in other words I didn't, because the universe said, you've been really working towards this, so go ahead and get into the savings and get your teeth. So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to share with you guys. Like I said, I am so happy, like so happy. And I would definitely recommend my dentist. I'm going to put his Instagram in the description box as well, if you didn't see it flashing on the screen. And I'm also going to kind of put some pictures here at the end of the before and afters side by side so that you can see them again. But thank you so much for coming back to my channel for this particular Manifestation Mondays. Like I said, it really spoke to my heart. I wanted to share it with you guys so that you can go get your veneers, boo. Get them. If you needed confirmation, you clicking this video right now. What's your confirmation? Go ahead and make the investment. You'll be happier, I promise you. And until next time, thank you for watching Draft to Fab Lifestyle.